What's up, y'all? It's your girl Lady Lex, and I'm back to review another episode of Married to Medicine. So we're gonna jump right into it. The episode starts off all the ladies are like packing and getting themselves together to go on the girls trip. Child, Eugene told Toya she need to pack some oxytocin in her bag. And y'all, why Toya don't know what oxytocin is? And it's like, I understand everybody don't know, everything and stuff like that, but I've been knowing what oxytocin means for a while, and I'm nowhere near in the medical community field, none of that. So I mean, for Toya to be married to a doctor and hanging around all these people in the medical, it's like, girl, you ain't never heard of oxytocin? Okay. Anyway, Simone was telling Cecil about the issues she's having as a group, and she's mad at Heavenly for telling Quad about, the stuff she said about the VIN number. And she said she told Heavenly that as a joke, and she said, like, if Quad don't leave her alone, she gonna look up her VIN number. She says that Dr. Heavenly's house is just as messed up, well, her marriage is just as messed up as hers, because her husband ain't even tell her that their son got arrested. I don't know, for me, Simone saying that proves me right, in my opinion, that Simone is miserable in her marriage, and I feel like she wants other people to be miserable with her. Now, we don't know what's going on with Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon's marriage, because they don't talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, they keep their marital stuff, between them. But I feel like, Simone, just because you come on TV and you expose your marriage and your household issues, everybody don't want to do that. I understand, oh, it's a reality TV show, but it's like, I feel like it's certain stuff, if you don't want to share it, you don't have to. But because you do it and they talk about you, you feel some type of way. So he's like, well, you got problems too. Yeah, but I'm not telling my problems on the show. You are. So yeah, we're gonna talk about your stuff because you're exposing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Simone go digging all around in the dark alleys and stuff, looking for dirt that people are not willing to expose on themselves. And I feel like, to me, that's weird. If you're open enough and want to do that, cool. If they don't want to share their marital issues, I feel like that's between them two married people. Like, I kind of agree with that. I would be like that. Like, I'm not putting all my marital issues out here. Like, especially, I don't know, like, if it ain't that big of a deal in my, you know what I'm saying? If it's nothing that I feel like I'm gonna leave the marriage over, it's like, why put it out there and, yeah, go through all that? So, yeah, Simone, that's your choice. Because we know you probably ain't finna leave Cecil. So it's like, why you want everybody else to be exposed and miserable like you are? Because, that's what you want to do. You choose to put your stuff on TV. So then we got Dr. Heavenly at her house talking to Dr. Damon about how Simone was physically aggressive and they could have gotten into a fight, and he said he was upset watching, whatever was going on between them. But y'all, Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon is funny to me. And they just delusional as they want to be together. Because why is they over there acting like Simone is Clarissa Shields or something? Simone is not gonna bust a grape, baby. The only thing Simone gonna do is yell loud. The only thing that may be at risk or might be threatened on your body when you're around Simone are your eardrums. That's about it. Simone ain't jumping on nobody. Y'all see how little Dr. Simone is? That lady just like to yell. And I think she do be upset, but I don't think she gonna hit nobody. And I mean, she did like push Heavenly off of her, but I don't think Simone was not finna swing on you, and she probably couldn't even push you off of her that hard. Like, really, if you would have held your arm, they're like, oh, I ain't moving my arm, she would have had a hard time. She would have had to get from up under your arm. Like, anyway, so all the ladies leave for their trip. Oh yeah, and Heavenly said that she wasn't coming, when they was talking. She decided that she wasn't gonna go on the trip. So everybody else leave for Florida, and then the ladies asking questions like, where's Heavenly? And Simone said she's not coming because she said Simone was physically aggressive towards her and she don't feel safe being around her. let me see, the ladies get to Florida. Contessa, baby, shout out to Contessa. She can't pick an outfit for nothing, but that lady can pick a house. She had them in a nice Airbnb, very nice Airbnb. Shout out to Dr. Contessa. She did it. She said the new girls gotta share a room. So why Brandy and Angel done got into it, and I was confused. I'm like, they had to chop this scene all kind of ways up because it wasn't really making no sense. It did come off weird, like Angel talking about what's your energy. Like, I mean, we're on vacation. Like, I don't know, Brandy just seemed like she was just that. She didn't seem like she was giving out bad energy, so I'm very confused on what Angel was talking about. Oh, what's your energy? Like, what are you talking about? But I feel like it was some stuff chopped off. I don't know what was said before that, but it was just weird how it just came to them sitting in the room and Angel like, so what's your energy? Like, it was just very weird. And I feel like, baby, we need to see more footage of that, a little bit more, maybe like a minute. Y'all gotta make it all make sense, because it just don't seem like Angel would have just asked that girl what's her energy. And you know, they end up getting into it. And Brandy, and then I'm trying to figure out, no shade, like Brandy, I like Brandy. She can stand up for herself. I like, you know, that she let her voice be heard. Okay, shout out to Brandy for that. But I'm also wondering, is Brandy low-key messy or something? Because no shade, she over there, every time Heavenly do something, she see what Heavenly do wrong, but she don't be seeing what her friend Toya be doing wrong. Like, she always be like, oh, Heavenly doing this and Heavenly da da da. It's like, you don't see Toya starting stuff with people. Like, I don't understand that. Like, and really, to me, from what I've been watching on the show, Heavenly be responding to Toya. Toya started with that lady about her purse, and then she brought up the lady husband. But it's like, if you wouldn't have been bothered that lady about her purse, she wouldn't have brought up your man and his body part. So it's like, Brandy, come on now. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, it's weird how you just doing all this for Toya. And the way she had cussed you and everybody else out, you, Toya, I mean, you, Mimi, and Heavenly got cussed out at her party. And then now you all up her butt. Like, it's weird, Brandy. You know, I'm glad that you're standing up for yourself and speaking up and stuff like that. But it's just weird how you just not seeing what Toya is doing. And it's like, girl, do you want to be her friend that bad or something? Because why, if you can call everybody else out and say something to them, why you won't say nothing to Toya? It's weird. But yeah, I'm just wondering, is Brandy a little messy or something? Because I'm trying to figure out how her and Angel got into it like that. You know, it just wasn't making sense. Angel like, oh, what's your energy? And so, you know, like, it was just a bit confusing. I'm like, is Brandy the drama? Because her and Mimi got into it last episode because she was sitting over there basically, you know what I'm saying, like saying little shady stuff with Toya. And then now this episode is just this weird thing talking about what's your energy. So like, I don't know, Brandy, is you kissing Toya ass? Is you trying to be Toya's lapdog? I don't like that if that's what you're trying to do. I like that you're your own person, you know what I'm saying, and you just, you know, you just flow, you know, with whoever you vibing with. But I feel like the way you just be calling out Heavenly and you don't say nothing to Toya when she do all this text stuff, like, I would like to hear your commentary when you hear about what Toya did to Angel. Do you feel like Toya was in the right? Like, it's weird. Like, I really want to know, because it seems like you only got negative stuff to say about Heavenly and you don't see that Toya be starting stuff all the time. Like, and that's weird. How she just started with you at her party, cussing you out, talking about you was being messy because she be showing out. Like, anyway, so Simone said she was done with Heavenly, and I'm on Simone's side with this this particular thing. I don't like that Dr. Heavenly did try to, I feel like she, I think Contessa said it too, like when people's emotions are high. So I'm not understanding if Heavenly did it on purpose. So that's where, like they said, we trying to figure out what Heavenly, like, was emotions just high and she just felt like she was threatened, so it felt more intense than it was in the moment, you know what I'm saying? Or was Heavenly really trying to be like dirty towards Simone, you know what I'm saying? Because all these ladies are medical professionals and stuff like that. I don't think Simone's finna whoop on that lady. So I don't think, you know what I'm saying, I understand you not want to be around Simone, because somebody said that, what's that, Mimi, that said Heavenly might have been scared of her reaction if Simone is all loud and rah-rah and in her face. Heavenly might have been scared she was gonna, you know, react to Simone. You know what I'm saying? So that's understandable too. It's understandable that you didn't want to be around Simone after y'all got into it like that. But I don't like that it seems like you're making it out that Simone is just like this threat and you scared of her, because the lady do got a medical license. Y'all all cut up on the show, but I don't think nobody should be, you know what I'm saying, trying to make somebody out to be like they gonna whoop somebody, like really gonna beat them down. You know what I'm saying? Baby, Simone was not, I don't think Simone, and I didn't like that. You know, it kind of seemed like what you said could put that lady's license at risk, because I don't think she was being that aggressive to, I mean, she was yelling and stuff, but not to the extent that you needed to do all that. And you know what I'm saying, and now, you know, we could possibly see, you know, something happen. I don't want to see that. I like all the ladies, I wish them the best career wise and stuff, and you know Simone need that money to take care of that man and them kids. Don't put that lady license at risk like that. You know she wasn't finna jump on you, Dr. Heaven. Come on now, girl. Come on now. Now you my girl, but come on now. We know Simone need that money, okay? Anyway, so the girls go out by the there by the pool, and Angel, and they playing a game. Angel tell us about how she done numbed her whole throat up. Brandy showed Quad how to get the twins. Simone said her and Cecil was doing the most out there in Greece. Simone, when I hear Simone talk about what her and Cecil be doing, baby, I don't want to hear that. It's just like hearing about your aunt and uncle. It's like, don't nobody want to hear that. No, we don't need no visuals. We don't need you to tell us no details. We don't want it, okay? We don't want it. You know, I'm happy that y'all are still in love and, you know, doing things that make y'all happy, but I don't need no details. Simone, we don't want to hear about it. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear about it. And then Quad got this right in the confession. Quad said, Cecil, yeah, you a realtor, you might need to look into a 1-bedroom condo out there in Greece. And I agree with that. That might help their marriage. And Cecil, maybe you can get into real estate out there in Greece and really bring in some money, and then Simone won't feel like y'all is, you know what I'm saying, spend up all her money and stuff like that. They might be good. Cecil, you might need to be out there. You can sell that to couples. You get couples and tell them, you know, if y'all having marital problems, y'all might just need to go to Greece, get y'all a condo out there, and it just bring all the romance back, and that could be your selling point, and you be selling condos to couples in Greece. So okay, so the next day, some of the ladies get ready to go out for the day, and Simone, Brandy, Mimi, and Contessa are going swimming with dolphins. And on the way there, they trying to understand why Heavenly ain't there. And then, you know, like I said, Mimi said that maybe it's not necessarily that Heavenly is scared of Simone. It may be because she's scared of how she gonna react when Simone get doing all that yelling and doing all that stuff. And I think that is probably, you know, leaning more to the right thing. Heavenly, I feel like probably is, you know, probably don't think she has the restraint to be letting Simone do all that hollering and popping off in her face and not smack her or something. So, you know, but I feel like Heavenly, you should say that instead of, you know, trying to make it seem like this lady it could put you in the headlock and knock you on the ground. Baby, Contessa knocked you on the ground last season. I mean, not like, but in a playful way, but also letting you know, like, oh, I could put you down if I wanted to. So it's like, if you didn't call nobody or feel threatened by Contessa doing that, you definitely shouldn't have felt threatened by Simone doing all that hollering. She wasn't doing it but hollering. Okay, the little mopes were cute. The girls were not driving in them. It was Quad, Jackie, Toya, and Angel. Y'all saw Contessa said she loved dolphins. I don't know if anybody else I feel like dolphins stood for something when I was younger, if anybody catching my drift, and it makes sense for Contessa to like dolphins. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if anybody else, I don't know if that was just, you know, yeah, but dolphins was a symbol, like adjacent to like the rainbow or something. So I don't know, maybe Contessa I don't know. But she gives off those vibes anyway to me. So Toya, Jackie, Quad, and Angel sit down. So they end up getting on the topic about Angel and Toya, and how Toya, you know, did her in front of that man. And Toya started talking about what if I, you know, I wouldn't want to put my family member in that. I feel like Toya, you was jumping the gun a little bit on that, talking about, oh, I ain't want to put my family member in the middle. Like, Angel, it was messy for you to be talking about you single and kept asking to be hooked up, but then you got some type of situationship been going on for 10 years. It was weird, and it wasn't. I feel like Toya could have said this to you, like in this setting, on this trip would have been the perfect time, instead of saying that in front of that boy. That was all the way wrong on Toya's part. But Toya, you acting like just because you hooked Eugene friend up to go on a date with a girl, they was gonna get married or something. Like, they could have went on a date and just said, yeah, we ain't vibing with each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not a good match. We're not meshing with each other. So yeah, that could have just been it. So it's like, but I understand Toya's point too. Like, I don't want to put people in danger, because it's one thing for you to be casually dating somebody, you know, somebody that's fairly recent, but over 10 years, you never know. This man might be a little crazy, and he might jump on Eugene friend. Like, say if Eugene friend go over to her house to visit her, and he coming out the door, that man might jump out the bushes, because they've been dealing with each other for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got this weird situationship going on. So I understand Toya in that aspect, but I feel like Toya, you kind of was moving the line on that, because you just was trying to find a reason to make yourself right. Toya, you was wrong. You shouldn't never said that to that lady in front of that man. You shouldn't never say it. So Dr. Heavenly shows up to where Jackie, Quad, and Toya and Angel are. Toya didn't hug her because she said, you know, you got to be careful hugging people you got issues with. Now Toya was funny for that. That's the type of shade I like, Toya. Yeah, I ain't finna hug you because last time, you know what I'm saying, you up here trying to act like folks gonna jump on you and stuff and beat you. Toya, I can get with it. Because, yeah, I feel like Dr. Heavenly, you was, you know, you was stretching it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you were projecting on Simone. And I just didn't like it. I don't like you acting like Simone is like this dangerous person and gonna do something to somebody. Because, baby, Simone ain't. Simone is not gonna bust a grape, okay? She's just gonna yell. And I understand Heavenly point of not wanting to be around Simone, but you shouldn't have made it seem like, oh, Simone, you should have just said, I don't want to be around Simone. Simone get to hollering and doing all that stuff. And I don't know, like, I'm trying to restrain myself. I don't want to end up fighting Simone or hitting her or something, because, you know, she just be getting all loud and it's irritating me, you know what I'm saying? And I just need some time away from the group so that I don't end up reacting to Simone and getting us both in trouble or our medical license. Anyway, so all the ladies head back to the house. Y'all, why Jackie was hyping Angel up to swerve that little car, and Heavenly in the back just holding on for dear life. And the only thing I could think of in my head with that, Jackie was like, yeah, swerve, or whatever she said, baby. All I heard, that little song, that little TikTok song, it was like, I might swerve in that corner, whoa, whoa. That's all I could hear. I said, Lord have mercy. That was funny, baby. Angel swung that little car in there, Heaven in the back, just holding on for dear life. I said, not Jackie. I got a little fun. Jackie said she ain't bored. Jackie said, bitch. Jackie said she might swerve in that corner, whoa, whoa, okay? So y'all, and then at the end of the episode, the part that really had me hollering though was when Toya got up in that confessional and said Hurricane Heavenly and predicting the weather, baby. I was hollering when Toya got up at the chopper. Like, what Toya going? Baby, when Toya started doing the weather forecast, I was screaming. Okay, Toya doing that weather forecast and Quad doing that Rose impersonation in her confessional, them two had me hollering. Y'all funny. Bravo, y'all funny for that. Y'all are funny. I'm ready to see what's gonna happen on this trip, and I hope Dr. Heavenly don't continue to try to push this narrative that Simone was just like finna Clarissa Shields her, because baby, we know this. No, I know. And that lady need her job. she got to take Cecil on some more trips to Greece to try to fix their marriage. You can't be doing that and get that lady license messed up, and then she can't afford to take Cecil to Greece so she can do what she got to do. Okay? Anyway, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next review. Peace.